2008 Subaru Outback, 2.5 non-turbo. 0.5 non-turbo. Got the airbox off, part of it, because it had a P0301 and P0303, cylinders 1 and 3 misfires, and you can see it's a waste spark system, wires, no coil on plug, and that issue turned out to be the excessive gap in 2 of the spark plugs. So he's going to replace those himself. I closed up the gap back to the manufacturer spec, and it took care of the misfire, so I confirmed it. But now we're chasing a fuse that keeps blowing. You can see here he's got some there. Once I take this guy off, we have this 30 amp fuse keeps blowing, and basically it takes out the power windows. Power door locks is all I know about. There may be other things, so I'm gonna find out what fuse this is. I'm gonna pull up a wiring diagram, we'll see what it controls, and we'll go from there. So here's the wiring diagram, power distribution, you can see. And I've got it zoomed in, hopefully enough to where you can see well. The fuse that keeps burning is SB4, this guy right here, 30 ampere, and it gets its power feed from the main fuse box, SB fuse, diagram 1 of 5. So I check power on one of the pins, and it is there with the fuse out. And now we are looking to see what this powers up. So you can follow this down, black and white, and the diagram, the wire breaks off and goes up there, but it controls the power window circuit breaker. And then let me pull this guy up. Wire loops around, comes around into left end of front dash fuse and relay box, and it goes down to fuse 3, 15 amp, and fuse 10, which is not used in our case, and then fuse 15 amp 3, fuse 3 comes down to the body integrated unit. So those are the 2 circuits that we're going to be paying attention for. See what we find. So now that we know what this fuse feeds power to by looking at the diagram, what I went ahead and did was I put basically I took out one of these larger fuses. It was a 30 amp like that one there. And I put in a little fuse jumper, and I don't carry any of these fuses here at my house. I have a bunch of these little 30 ampers, so I got that in, and I got the power probe hooked up with this guy here, right up to here. You can see the tip voltage. Probably nothing right now. Let me see if I can focus in on that. Nothing right now. And so what this is going to do is when the short happens, this guy will light up green here on this light, and you'll get a noise unless you turn the noise off. So we'll turn the key on real quick. You can see here I've got a bunch of stuff off, door panel. Let's get the key in. Turn it on. And go back over to our power probe. So right now nothing is shorted out. I don't know if this is going to focus or not. Set it back down. The green light right up there is not on, and that guy's still hooked up. So basically what you do is you go around and start jiggling areas where the problem might be. Let me see if I can turn my... There we go. Got the light on the camera. So I noticed over here, you can see on that wire harness, I don't know how well you can see that or not, but someone's been there before. So we jiggle that one around. We listen for our power probe to make the noise, indicating a circuit complete via a short to ground. Nothing there. I did those sides already. No luck. I came over to this guy and started... Oh, you can hear it. There's our short. I could just touch this and you can hear the power probe going crazy. So I gotta take this guy out, see if I can pull this end or this end. I'm even willing to cut a slit in it if the customer's okay with it, just to see what's going on. But I anticipate finding shorted wire. I did test this power window, put a good fuse in. It works, but this is where our issue is. All I had to do was pull this guy down, and as you can see right there, there's your wire shorted to ground. And when this sticks in, it actually rubs up against that area there. So it's gone through a couple of the wires, a couple of the strands, I should say. But it's still in one piece, so I'll see what he wants me to do. Whoops. Either fix it, put some tape on it, maybe depin it, see if there's any good wire left a little higher up from this view, and solder it, heat shrink, call it good. Probably tape, I imagine, would be the quickest fix. But that was causing all their issues, rubbing against the inner door frame here. Customer opted to go with the cheapest fix possible, which, as you can see, is electrical tape. Thankfully I was able to disconnect it from there and get it all buttoned up. So we'll put it back together and verify everything's working properly. We'll turn the key on here, make sure that's on, and we'll test the power windows. Get this door closed. So this window is down. There it goes. Good. Passenger side, front. And then this guy back here. Other thing was power adjustable seat. You could see it move back, move forward, up and down, and then we have the tilt function somewhere over here. So anyhow, vehicle's all fixed for now. He had another complaint of a heat shield rattle, and the same thing happens on all these. Exhaust manifold and catalytic converter heat shields, they get loose, they rattle like crazy, and make a bunch of noise. I have access to get OEM ones here in Portland at Ron Tonkin Parts. Quoted the customer. He's going to talk to his wife, see what they want to do, and we'll get him put on if he wants to buy him. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel. This is my first diagnostic video, and I really enjoy doing this stuff, so hopefully it helps someone out, and see you on the next one.